Hi, I'm Joanna Stefani. I am a critical care paramedic in BC. I specialize in neonates, pediatrics, and high-risk maternity patients. The role of the critical care paramedic in BC, it is the highest license level of BC and across Canada for that matter. We are an extension of the ICU, and we bring the ICU to different parts of the province where they need it, taking care of BC's sickest patients, bringing them to where they need to be depending on the need. So the majority of our calls are hospital-to-hospital transfers, but we also do a 911 emergency, which would be a scene response. We call those auto launches, where we would take the helicopter and fly directly to a scene. Could be a multiple vehicle collision or another mass casualty incident. So we will go into an ICU or an emergency department, wherever the patient may be, and we can take over from that staff, whether there's a respiratory therapist that start ventilation on the patient, they've inserted central lines, we're able to continue those infusions, heart monitoring. For specifically ITT, we have incubators, so we can bring patients that are as small as 23 weeks, about 400 to 500 grams, and we can transport them safely in a heated box wherever they need to go. You never know what kind of day you're going to have. At ITT specifically, we have about 60% of our calls are by air and 40% by ground. So for an example, night shift last week, I flew to Edmonton, and then I came back and I drove to Abbotsford. Some days it may be a helicopter over to the Sunshine Coast, and then you get on a fixed wing and fly to Fort St. John. Medicine is always changing, and so there's always something new to learn. I like the variability. Like, I never know where I'm gonna go that day. It's always kind of a game, like, where in the province did Joanna fly today? And I just love the patients. I didn't know how much I would love working with pediatrics. I was a little bit nervous because as PCPs and ACPs, we don't see that population that much, but I really enjoy working with the neonates and the pediatrics. Everything I've done so far has been very male dominated. I was a pilot originally, and I think there was 2 females in my class of 20, and then I entered the fire department and I was the only female in the fire department, and then I entered PCP, and again there was only a handful compared to men. I'm not sure why I tend to lean towards male-dominated careers, and the higher license levels you climb, it seems to be even less females every time, but I like the challenge, I guess, and I like to keep learning new and more things. I don't think of myself as like a woman paramedic trying to climb up through the program. I'm just another paramedic that wants to learn more and advance their career. I don't see the barriers as much anymore, and hopefully more women follow in my footsteps.